Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. This is a price analysis update on Harmony One. We'll take a look at the asset in both the USDT and the BTC pairings and have a look at some key levels where we could potentially invest or look to take profit. We have had a huge breakout of this bull flag. I think the last time I did a video was around here, so we're well overdue some price analysis. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. So welcome, this video as ever is in partnership with Cointelegraph Markets Pro. This is the platform itself. As you can see, it's top right hand side here, we have a Vortex score. This gives you a historical data to tell you whether the asset is bullish or bearish. A high score gives you a bullish thesis. And look at this line here is showing that the Vortex is increasing, the price is dropping. Soon you would expect some major growth coming for Harmony at One, and we can see that within the price itself. We've had some great growth, but the price is just starting to drop slightly. So let's just get rid of a little bit of this noise, what's going on here. So we're moving averages. We've had that breakout of a bull flag. We'll keep that on for now. This red line here is the all-time high, so we've actually been up to 38 cents. Let's just have a look in the past. Yeah, that's correct. So 38 cents. What I need to do now is have a look at some new buy zones. Just make you aware as well, when we did hit that all-time high there, the RSI was into the red. This red gives you a good signal when it is overbought, and also if we're down in the blue, in the green, it will be oversold, and that would give you potentially a good time to buy. And that is starting to drop now towards mid-ground. RSI is currently at 57%. So let's have a look in terms of a little bit of a bearish scenario where we could potentially invest. We've obviously got this red line here, which is a previous all-time high marker, which could also give you an area to buy in, because usually once you get a breakout, sometimes there's a good chance that it could come back down and get a retest of that previous all-time highs. But in terms of Fibonacci levels, if we put the fib on here, from a bottom move there below that bull flag to that top where we're creating new all-time highs, it is looking like we're coming down to retest this area now, which is roughly between that golden ratio and that previous all-time high mark. So there is an area I would consider placing some buys. That's around 27 to 26 cents. So depends where you're wanting to buy. I mean, personally, I wouldn't bother laddering, because I think this is going to be an area where we just tap and go. So in terms of buy levels, I would consider, obviously we've done that major move up, major retracement to the golden ratio there, so that's 27 cents. I think we'll pick up from there and start pushing up. Maybe a rejection off at 31 cent region, the drop, and then we'll go up on and create some new all-time high. So that is a little bit of a setup I can see. Obviously, major break up, break down, golden ratio, potentially push up, reject off the 31 cent region, slight pullback, and then a massive draw back up towards, potentially this is the first area we need to target to look to take profit. So 42 cent is going to be that first region where we'll look to take profit. Not a huge amount. If you're looking to accumulate, then what I would suggest is potentially selling 5 to 10% of your portfolio's worth of Harmony One, only in order to rebuy back or just skim off. Remember as well, if you have not taken out your initial amount that you put into it, that is also a good option too. So if you're looking to take profit, the first thing you need to do is remove your initial stake, and then on the way up start skimming bits of profit off, so 5 and 10%. Just keep taking that until you get a decent amount, because remember, don't buy this down here and just think it's going to $10, because ultimately it's not. Long term, potentially yes, but over this cycle it's not going to get there. So remember, just keep skimming profits off, and it does give you that ability to then buy back in to the same asset or to recycle those funds into other coins. So obviously we've got 42 cent, we've got 48 cent, but if you look at the bigger picture, I'm going to put a bit of price prediction in here. So obviously we've got this massive cup and handle breakout. What I've done is I've put the Fibonacci on from the top of the move here to the bottom, and then it gives us some levels above. What I'm looking for is potential price prediction up here at $1.21. You might think, well, it's not going to happen, Andy, it's a mile away off. If you look at it in terms of percentage, 300% move. That is not much in crypto, especially over a sustained period of time. If we do start pushing up in November, which is historically that bullish month for Bitcoin, ultimately altcoins are going to follow it slowly, but once Bitcoin has topped out, the rest of the market is going to really start pushing too. And we talk about all this within my Patreon. If you're looking for somewhere to get advice or anything to do with crypto, jump across to our Patreon. I'm pushing out daily market analysis updates, and also we have a Discord server which is packed full of crypto news, chat, chart analysis, chart requests, open trades if anybody's doing them, and also if you just join the server, you can see the testimonials from the guys to see exactly what they're getting. So just jumping back to Harmony One, they're the price predictions. I would say a minimum of 121 for this cycle. Whether that cycle be December or whether that cycle be towards the end of March, it's going to be within around that period. Just one thing to note, a lot of people are seeming to think that the cycle ends in December. It could happen because historically that is what has happened. It's finished in December. Alts have run towards mid-January and it's died off. But I mean, there's a lot of things going on in 2022. We've got potential retail ETF coming. We've got ETH 2.0 staking coming. We have Polkadot Parachain running all the way through to March. So there's a lot of things to be bullish about in Q1 of 2021. So let's see if the price just continue past that historical date of mid-Jan. So fingers crossed we do get some growth there. But that's the analysis on the USDT pair, the areas to buy and the areas to sell above, and my price prediction of 121, which hopefully is a conservative one. So that's going to be the price analysis covered on the USDT pair. If we just take a quick look at a BTC pair, we have come down. So let's just get rid of that fib. I've got quite a few levels marked up here. These red levels are support and resistance. Red boxes are major levels, usually weekly levels, but we had that breakout. We've created a new all-time high here, which we'll put there. So that's the all-time high. As you can see, we've come back down and retested a previous high there. I'm not sure if it's the all-time high. Might be the all-time high in Satoshi. So obviously this is a key area now. If you look at this area here, that where rejected, push back up, and we've come back down to area of support now. That could be the bottom, but just be wary that the BTC pairings on all assets, if Bitcoin starts pushing in this month, the BTC pairs are going to suffer. So I'm not going to sound too bearish on this, but if you're looking to get some orders filled, I would look to target this down here at around 280 sats. I think that could be a decent area for you to load up on Harmony One in that BTC pairing, because I'm still expecting BTC to regain some market dominance. If you're looking at a chart here, I'm expecting a push up to around 52%. It looks like it's dropping off here, but really I can see a nice push up here, potentially rejection off there, maybe a pullback, and then obviously another push back up to that 52% before we do drop off. With that, BTC will be rising. Altcoins in Satoshi pairs will be dropping off, and that's where you manage to get some orders filled down at these regions. So that is an area I would consider around 280 sats. I mean, you can ladder some down from here at 440, ladder them all the way down, and don't even rule out this region down at 206 sats. That could also be a tasty region for you, something to buy in. So that's going to pretty much do it for today. I'm not going to look at any other targets above because on the BTC pair I'm a little bit bearish, but Harmony One is where all the action is. Major cup and handle breakout, bull flag, bang, straight up. So that's a little bit of a setup I've got on Harmony One. Let's see if we play out to T. Let's see if we do tap that 6 and 8 region, which is a key level for me. I think I've got a lot of the Fibonacci levels taken off. I only keep the 382, the 618, and then the 2 extensions above, which I've manually put in. If you want to learn how to use a Fibonacci, go into the tutorials, or the lessons section on my playlist on my YouTube, and I'll teach you exactly how to use that Fibonacci. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you are new here, please make sure you do check out the Patreon. Make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.